So you want to find a good financial advisor. Okay, that's great. You want someone to work with you to help you make good financial decisions. Excellent. There's just one problem. There are hundreds of thousands of financial advisors out there. How are you going to find the right one for you? There are 7 criteria for finding a good financial advisor. Here's the first one. Hire a fiduciary. Oh man, really? That's how I start the list? Hire a fiduciary? What the heck is a fiduciary? Okay, so how can I make this simple? Let's just say there are 2 broad categories of advisors: fiduciaries and non-fiduciaries. Fiduciaries are legally obligated to put their clients' interests first, whereas non-fiduciaries can offer advice that is not in your interest as long as it is suitable to you. So clearly, it behooves you to work with an advisor who will always put your interests first, ahead of their own interests and of the firm they work for. Surprisingly, or maybe not so surprising, almost all the big brokerage firms you see advertising on TV, not fiduciaries. They can put their financial interests ahead of their clients. And this is perfectly acceptable as long as they meet the minimum requirement of it being suitable to you. So don't settle for suitable. Hire a fiduciary. So pop quiz for you. Which of these designations are actually real? So of course, if you know me by now, there's a trick. They're actually all real. And trust me, I use the term real very generously. So what does all of this mean? It means that there are a whole lot of professional designations available to financial advisors to make them sound like they know what they're doing, but they're really only a handful that really mean anything. So, what does this mean to you? This is a great way to narrow your search. The gold standard in financial planning is the Certified Financial Planner, or CFP for short. A financial planner who has her CFP designation has earned it by passing a comprehensive exam, completing a series of courses, agreeing to a code of ethics, and having at least 3 years' worth of professional experience in financial planning. I'm sure I'm going to take heat from the Personal Retirement Planning Specialist Group. Yes, this is real, and it's yet another designation to confuse people. But the CFP mark is arguably the most recognized, comprehensive financial planning designation available, period. Are there other designations? Yes, again, literally hundreds. Some are good, and some, as you've seen in the quiz, are bordering on the ridiculous. So at a minimum, your financial planner should have the CFP. Are there bad financial advisors with the CFP? Yes. Are there good financial advisors without the CFP? Yes. But as a rule of thumb, get yourself a CFP. In your quest for a good financial advisor, we know we want to work with a fiduciary and someone who has their CFP designation. Is that it? Not quite, but we're getting close. Criteria 3. The 10,000-hour rule. Psychologist Andrews Erickson has studied what makes great performers such great performers. His conclusion? Practice. Lots of practice, actually. The 10,000 hours of practice rule has emerged as a kind of rule of thumb for how much practice is required to develop expertise in a field of study. It often requires at least 10 years in one profession to begin to have mastery. Again, this is just a generality. If you were going in for open heart surgery, would you want a doctor to have 100 hours, 1,000 hours, or 10,000 hours? Yeah, of course, me too. If I'm hiring a doctor, or really any specialist, I will only hire someone with at least 10 years of experience. And when you're hiring a financial advisor, attorney, or CPA, I strongly recommend you do the same. So now we're up to criteria number 4 on how to find a really good advisor for you. This one is avoid commission-only advisors. There are many different ways in which to pay for financial advice. Do you remember a few of these we talked about before? You can pay by the hour based on a percentage of assets the advisor manages for you. Again, this is referred to as assets under management, or AUM. You could pay a flat monthly retainer, commissions, or really any combination of the above. So commission-only advisors, well, nowadays usually called stockbrokers and insurance salespeople, they probably should be avoided. Their entire financial livelihood is based on selling you something, anything. You want your advisory team to be objective and to be your partner, not your adversary. Stick with a fee-based advisor who charges an AUM fee, again, asset under management fee, and may receive incidental commissions on insurance products, or a fee-only advisor who receives no commissions. All right, we're up to criteria number 5. Check for a clean record. This one is so simple, but so few people do it. Most people do more research into choosing a restaurant than they will choosing their financial advisor. But not you. You're going to be wealth ready. You'll take the extra few minutes to check out any advisor you're thinking about trusting with your money, right? Of course you will. How do you do it? Do a background check on your advisor to ensure there are no regulatory or legal infractions against him or her. Think of it as doing a Yelp check on your advisor. Go to getwealthready.com for links you can use to check on the status of their license and also any regulatory history they might have. So don't blindly trust. Verify instead. All right, 2 more. We're up to number 6. Check their Form ADV. So what's that? Well, every registered investment advisory firm must complete a document. This document discloses details about the firm, their clients, their expertise, and all kinds of other valuable information. So this is a treasure trove of information as you evaluate all of the advisors you're looking at. So here's a few things to look for. 1, you want an experienced team, at least 10 years of experience. Remember, that's criteria number 3, the 10,000-hour rule. You also want to see that they have good education and credentials. You don't want any negative legal issues. And you want a large pool of investor assets that they manage. I would say at least $500 million to $1 billion as a starting point. You can request a copy of the company's Form ADV from the company itself, or go to getwealthready.com and I'll show you some links where you can access that information yourself. Okay, and this brings me to the last tip on how to find a good advisor. One of my favorite TV shows on television nowadays is called American Greed. So this is a show where unsuspecting people get bilked out of their entire life savings by really unscrupulous advisors. It's sad. I mean, very sad. After watching one too many episodes, I knew I had to do something to protect people from those who prey on the less financially sophisticated. And thus was born the idea for criteria number 7. AdvisorFit. AdvisorFit is at advisorfit.com. It's an online question and analysis tool for screening potential financial advisors. I created this because I really wanted to charge people an exorbitant amount of money to help them find a good advisor. Wait, what? No? It's not? Nothing? We don't make anything? Okay, well, apparently nothing. I'm getting word that this website tool is completely free. Well, so much for my retirement. AdvisorFit helps clients ask the right questions, and just as importantly, it helps them understand the answers that they get back. So here's how it works. Once you find an advisor you're interested in screening, go to advisorfit.com. Enter their email address. The advisor will receive a detailed questionnaire, and once they complete it, you will receive their answers and an analysis of their answers that may help you better understand their approach and whether they're a good fit for your needs. So it doesn't guarantee you'll find the best advisor, but it certainly goes a long way by asking the tough questions. Whew, all right, this was a long one. You learned a lot in this lesson. Finding the right advisor is one of the most important things you can do to become wealth ready. And now you have a system to help you find the best advisor for your needs.